I think my first big inspiration was my mom. So while we were in secondary school, my mom had a salon. And so after school, I remember vividly, we would go, we would stay with her, we'll help her with hair, we'll help her sort out the store. And you needed to see how happy, women were when they came around. They would all, there'll be just so much laughter and the confidence you see in a woman just because she's done her hair. Like, it really used to intrigue me. And so I think I started building interest from that time. And so, of course, when I got into university, my first degree is from University of Jos. At my 300 level, there about 200 ending 300, I set up a hair salon where I had the nail section, I had the barbing section, and then I had the section for hair extension, for braids and all of that. And then I ran that until I was done with school. And then when I was leaving, I sold it to this amazing woman. The name of the place was called Najma's. Yeah, so after that, youth service in Abuja, got married. And then it's always been a dream. It's always been a vision for me to set up a spa. So, of course, after a while, I started getting things. Every time we would travel, I'll buy one thing here, buy one thing there, buy one thing. And then, I would say like 2 years before I opened, I was already stocking up things that I was going to use to set up my new salon, my new spa. I've always wanted to do, production, of body products and all of that. So these were actually all of the things that inspired me. And of course, when I started going to hair, nail, and all of that within Abuja before I started mine, I would always have to drive from one place to the other to do my nails, or I'll go to another place to do my hair, or I'll go to another place for my spa session. And, the thing just crept into my mind. I was like, why not have a one-stop place where you have all of your businesses, where you can do your nails? If you're done, you just walk to the next room, do your hair. You're done, you walk to the next room to do something else. So I think that's just it. But in summary, I love the confidence that comes with the business, just the smile you put on people's faces, just when they are done, when they are leaving the spa, it's just beautiful. But I think my greatest inspiration was my mom. And then, of course, after my mom was my grandmom. I used to spend a lot of time with her. She was an amazing businesswoman. Oh my God. From a very young age, I think even before I was 10, she was already teaching me how to sell. She was already teaching me how to calculate. She was like, in fact, two great women were my inspiration for Beauty Secret Med Spa. Yes. The foundation of business was from my mom, was from my grandmom. And then over time, it just continued to grow and continue to expand. And then, of course, I keep getting inspirations, even from nature, it's never ending. If you ask me this question, I'll talk from now till tomorrow. So I think quite good. Yes. So I think I spoke about this a little already, my first question. So it just solves, time issue. For women is a huge factor, having to drive from one place to the other. So we set up this one-stop business where it encompasses everything you would do without having to leave one premises. So you could do your hammam, you could do your hair, you could do your nails, you could get your hair extensions. So it solves that. My business also solves the issue of authenticity and originality. I always say, and I always brag in the fact that we don't cut corners when it comes to using original products. We don't cut corners when it comes to professionalism. We don't cut corners when it comes to hygiene. So it solves a lot in terms of that area. And overall, it's just a business that is built on integrity. And so when you're coming into the doors of Beauty Secrets, you're living refined, you're living renewed, you're living revived, you're living refreshed. Yeah. So the biggest challenge, and I don't think it's only in the early days, it's almost like a continuous thing. So many bureaucracies, this institution will come, that one will come, that one will come, that one will come. And so it was a lot in the beginning. to try and navigate all this, to make sure all your documentation, your papers, and everything that you need to do is done right. I always believe in doing the right thing. So that was a bit of a challenge, and getting the right hands, because I always want to work with professionals, and sometimes getting such professionals are not, as easy as it sounds, because you keep looking, you keep doing trials until you get people. So I think I would say just putting structure in place was very challenging in the beginning, but it's better now. Yeah. So we've evolved in the sense that when we started, we had just Gariki. And then we started just as a basic day spa. And so over the years, we've graduated to being a medical spa. And then, of course, we've also graduated to having another space inside Double D Apartments. So we have a spa in there as well. Beauty Secret is in there. And then, of course, recently we have a Wuse 2 branch. So yes, we're growing, we're evolving, we're learning every day. Yes, so far it's not been bad. The most important lesson I've learned is never stop. Everything is not always going to be rosy. Everything's not always going to be perfect. But I've learned over time. And in December will be 10 years in the business. So trust me, it's a decade. So I've learned over time that when you start, it may not always be as busy, as perfect, and everything is working smoothly. It may not always be like that. But if you're driven, if you stay consistent, I think for me it's consistency, because people recognize consistency, and people love businesses that are they have value, they have purpose, they have a niche, and they are not leaving it. So for me, what I've learned in business is no matter how unrosy it looks, if you know what you're doing and just have faith. It sounds cliche, but for me, these are things that have worked. So just stay consistent, have faith, trust your vision, because trust me, nobody will believe it like you. But if you are believing it, and if you're happy to drive it, every other thing will drive it with you. Yeah. The vision is to continue to grow. I want to see the school part of it do more. I want to do more charitable work. I want to be able to empower more women, because there's nothing as beautiful as being self-employed. There's nothing as beautiful as having a job. There's nothing as beautiful as a woman who is financially independent. So I think for the next 10 years, be outside Abuja, begin to feed other parts of Nigeria, and even maybe outside Nigeria, expand our customer base, expand the academy, product line expanded, and continue to work with some of the most amazing minds that I've been working with. Some of my staffs have been here with me since the very beginning. So I want to see us winning together more than we've ever done in the next 10 years. So the advice I would give is, again, it sounds cliche, but believe in yourself. You are the core leader, you are the core visionary, you are the core mind that drives your purpose, your dreams, your aspirations. So if you are going to be starting, in business, don't expect that everything will miraculously align for you. You may not even get as much support as you need. Some people wait forever. They don't get somebody to help them financially. So if you're lucky to get anyone that helps you financially to invest in your business, make them proud so that they do not regret investing in you. But with that, being said, you are the one that will make your business live. You are the one that will make it die. So yes, when the challenges come, remember what drove you to start it in the first place. And that's why it shouldn't always be about money. Money is gain for perfection and for hard work put into any form of resource, any form of business. So it's a gain that will naturally come with it. So from the very get-go, it should be about passion, because trust me, if you're not passionate about it, you find yourself starting a business, and in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, 6 years, you may want to change your mind, or you may want to start doing something else. But if you're passionate and if you're sure that, okay, if I do this, will I succeed? Like, you ask all the right questions, you do your homework. I don't believe in following trends, what is raining or what other people are doing, what is bringing money. It may be bringing money to that person, but it may not be your passion. And so you may start it, and over time you lose interest. So for me, my advice would be, do something that you love. Because when you're doing something that you love, it's not like a job. For me, coming to the spa, arranging my rooms, doing my it's not a job. It's beyond business. I'm passionate about it. I want to see people happy. Like, I love to do what I am doing. And so even when the troubles come, even when the challenges come in business, like, I just glide over it, because like, this is my forte, this is my tough. So it's going to be hard to kick someone off their own turf if they know what they're doing and if they own it. So no matter how it doesn't look like it's so beautiful and you get all the discouragement, are you sure you want to? Did you and people hear the voice? No, it was you who heard it. It was you who knows in your heart that if I do this, I will succeed. Once you get that conviction, you are convinced. You're already 60% there. That initial first conviction, you are there. Something that if they wake you up about, you're excited to talk about it. You can do it even with your eyes closed. You're not a pro, but you know you're getting there. Every time you think of your future, you see yourself doing that thing and any other thing you want to do. Trust me, this and more. Add prayer on top of it. Sounds cliche, but it's the truth. There are many forces that we fight against. Forces that fight against our destinies, plus the people that don't want to see you grow, plus the people that want you to continue to be dependent on them forever, plus the people that are your competitors in the business. Not everyone is welcoming to new people coming into a field or their genre of what they've dominated. So these are the silent things that will be there, but play on your turf. When you're playing on your turf, it'll be hard to kick you off the game. Yeah.